can hear Jeremy talk, like the little square moves, but I don't know he's talking.
That's his TV going
Can
off
you
in the background.
can
Oh,
you hear us though?
Yeah, I can hear you,
I can
Brad.
hear you, Brett.
Okay.
now I hear you.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another session of Dungeons and Dragons, session 6 to be precise, where our wonderful adventuring party just reached Ashen Village. The Lady Woodson crying over her deceased husband and children who seemingly were returning from selling some of the family goods. Um, yeah, that's where we left off. Mrs. Woodson was ushered away by other um, village members consoling her, and a few select have come and removed the Woodson bodies from your cart, and you stand in front of the elders. Kilron, what what happened?
Um, well, I mean, do you want specifically what happened to the family, or do you want the kit and caboodle of me as well?
I well,
Because I've
did
been through some stuff.
did something happen? I mean, you're back right on time. Maybe a day or two later than we would have hoped, but we weren't worried
Yeah.
about you. You weren't late. You just showed up with 3 corpses. We've been waiting for them for I don't know 3 days now.
Yeah, they did leave before I did. Um, well, I mean, yeah, so I did what I was supposed to do. I took the goods down to wait, hold on. Uh where did I go?
The place with the thing.
The place.
Deep
Yeah,
water.
and sold the
Deep
water. Yeah. Yep, deep water. And sold the stuff like I was told to, and here's the cart and um what's left of the stuffies. Um and me and my bodyguard were um ambushed by some jerk.
Oh, I'm gonna
These
wave.
yeah, these fine folks managed to help us out of that situation. And come to find out, that jerk uh got himself attached to some kind of evil blight that's spreading across the lands.
The lands. Where did this happen?
Yeah. Uh the deep the marsh
The marshes. Oh,
marshes.
we've all heard story of the marsh.
Yeah, well,
For that fool to succumb to such a thing is only because he wasn't paying attention.
so well, yeah, but yeah, and then we are on our way back to drop off the cart, and my new companions were thinking about making the trek up the mountain, the pilgrimage, and we came across some goblins. They were goblins, right?
Yeah.
Above table.
And
Okay.
hobgoblins.
Yeah, there were some goblins that were around the cart and bodies of the family, and we subdued the goblins and secured the bodies and what was left of the cart. At which, I mean, there really wasn't nothing left of the cart, but there's a coin purse with some silver in it. So I hope that's what was left of their belongings.
Well,
And then we figured we'd bring them home for a proper burial.
I'll be sure that the coins get to her. I'm sure she'll be most distraught for some time.
They were with the body, with Senior.
Yeah. No, I
So-
had them on your party sheet. I just pulled them off. So
Okay.
I will I will ensure she gets the coins, and thank all of you for interjecting and ensuring that our families get returned to us. It's most appreciative. Did I hear correct that you were all going to take the pilgrimage?
That's what they wanted to do.
Oh, I mean, that kind of surprises me from you, Kilron. You never expressed any interest in it.
Well, this group did save my life, and they that's what they wanted to do, and I told them that, hey, you know what, I'm game for helping somebody who helped me.
That is fair. That is fair. Just make sure you talk to your employer before you leave, and let him know that you'll be gone for some time. As far as the pilgrimage goes, he now kind of addresses everybody. We can't offer you a bounty for the goblins, but as a show of our faith, recognition
Gratitude.
of your performance in returning the Woodsons to us, I'll make sure all the market vendors know to give you 10% off on any purchases you make going up the mountain. And there's supposed to be a storm coming through, so make sure you stock up on the cold weather gear.
Yeah, I know just spot. Thank you, sir.
All right, well, get some rest. It's not an easy climb up the mountain, and if you need anything, you know where to find me, Kilron.
Yeah, I'm sure Keekmit is eagerly waiting for me and this cart, so I should probably go. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
All right, guys, come up, follow me, and I'll start heading in. And I don't know which. Obviously, I would know, but I don't know in real life which hut is the one I need to go to. So
nope, I am prepared for that. I'm going to erase the cart. It's Keekmat's cart, so when you return it, it goes away anyways.
Yes. I'm sure Sheldon will be very appreciative of that.
All right, so as you enter the village, Kilron will point out a few things of note. The first is the Long Hut, the Ashen Long Hut. This is where village meetings take place, where communal mirrors holidays get celebrated. There is Keekmat's shop, which is also his home. The marketplace and the Bitter Black Hostel, which is basically just a bunkhouse for people on the pilgrimage as they travel.
Yeah, that's hostel, not brothel.
Yes.
In case anybody's wondering.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I suppose we would start by walking to Keekmat's hut. Start there. That would probably be our starting point. So
wait, so what's our starting point?
You're all standing at the gate, right? So.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna walk there.
So Kilron is going to his employer's home / place of business.
Hopefully with Sheldon in the cart. And
my follow-up question is everybody going with him, or are other people doing other things?
Because that was the first order of business. Talking to my boss, dropping this stuff off, and getting that out of the way. For me.
Yeah, that's fine. Me and Sheldon will go.
Okay.
DM, was Rick prepaid for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that reflected anywhere in my inventory?
It's about to be.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure he got paid.
You mean paid for not protecting you?
Yeah,
The
well,
way he said he would, at least.
Hey,
I
Sheldon
He's
saved
still
the day.
alive.
mean, there is some gray area for that, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight.
It's okay, Katie. We've got a wind advisory here too.
Yeah.
So, okay. Tukra, what are you doing?
I guess I missed everything after the bitter black hostel up until the point that I turned my camera back on. So I'm just going with people.
Well, the 4 places of note are labeled on the map. Kilron is going to see his employer to finish his merchant backstory quest. You can go with him, or you can wander around town and do whatever you
I
want.
guess I'd start off following, but if something grabbed my attention, this seems like a safe place. I'd just wander around, perhaps.
I'm gonna venture that it's fair to say just about everything grabs your attention.
Mhm.
Particularly when you get to the marketplace. There's a lot of oohs and ahs and different climbing tools and clothing options that you didn't know even existed.
Yeah,
So
I
you'll
was
get
gonna
distracted
say.
and kind of wander at the marketplace for
So-
a bit.
I guess I need to retro a conversation with the group and say that after I get done with talking to my boss and dropping all this stuff off and whatnot, you guys were talking about wanting to do the pilgrimage. I told you that I would help you find the gear, warm weather or cold weather gear, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to walk around the town and find stuff yourself. But if you would like a guide, as soon as I'm done with this, I will help you guys go wherever you need to go. So, just putting that out there.
So Tukra, do you let yourself get distracted and wander the marketplace, or are you gonna make sure you follow Kilron?
I'd probably let myself get distracted.
We will leave you at the marketplace for a bit then. Jade, what about you?
I would explore around a little bit.
Okay, where you want to go?
What's the long hut?
That's like the town hall.
Let me
I'll
go
go
to
with
the
Jade.
Yeah, let's go to the long hut, and then I want to go to the marketplace. See if there's any healing potions or anything
Okay.
interesting that I'm gonna get for my wind situation.
Sounds good. And Saphira and Cal, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna go with Jade.
Okay.
What a
Oh, yeah.
shock. Women are gonna go shopping.
Jade, I did tell you that I would introduce you to a healer that should be able to help you with your wings. Possibly.
Okay,
But
that'd
I
be
didn't know how
lovely.
much it would cost. But let me get this cart thing situated with the boss.
Okay.
And Brad, what are you doing? Or do I already know what you're doing?
You know what I'm doing.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Let's do Brad first. Why not? For the sake of secrecy, Brad, jump over to the Curse of Strahd chat on Discord.
Alrighty.
And as for the rest of you, me and Brad will be right back. Should only take a minute.
Alright.
You know they're all like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh, I know. Let me mute
Kind of thinking he's getting a whole side arc.
Kinda. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So that resolves Brad. Let's do Kilron next.
Okay.
You park the cart where it goes, walk into the hut, and scroll down and find my notes. You enter the shop, and that familiar voice comes from the back. Ah, there you are, boy. Only about a week late, not too bad. How fared your travels?
Week late, sir. No, I'm right on time.
Well, if you're not early, you're late. That's how it works. The familiar 2-foot tall elderly gnome comes out of the back of the shop, using his cane to support his cautious steps as he goes.
Yeah.
So, what was the delay then?
Well, we were ambushed by a guy who wanted to take the cart. We got everything sold, and we were packing up, getting ready to ship on out to come back, and a nice group of adventurers helped us out, and so here you go. Here's the cart and all the belongings on the cart.
Wonderful. I knew I could count on you. Sounds like you had your first taste of adventure as well. Tell me, how did you like it?
It was it was pretty exhilarating, actually, sir.
Yes, I remember my first time. Stupid kobold tried to jump me on the road back and forth between Deep Forge and Ashen Village. Let's just say he met one of his fiery ancestors in a fiery grave.
Well, we actually encountered some goblins on our way here that unfortunately took out
Those
the
nasty little buggers. Did you do that
Yeah,
new spell I showed you? You know, the one with the flick of the wrist?
I tried. It didn't work out so well.
You weren't practicing on your journeys, were you, boy?
No, sir. I was
Told you.
was so excited about going into town.
I understand you're not a wizard, but practice still makes perfect. And he kind of stomps his cane down with a definitive
Yes, sir.
thunk.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, adventuring life
unfortunately-
is quite different from the humble life of a merchant, that's for sure. And he starts rambling on about the theological design of merchant versus adventuring life for a good 15 minutes. But I guess the only real question is, well, you already answered that one. I guess the only thing that matters is how you feel about what you've undergone.
Well, sir, the thing is these fine folks, they helped me in that very bad situation, and then they turn around and we together took out that group of goblins that unfortunately took out the Woodson family, and they would like to make the pilgrimage, and I would like to join them.
Who would I, as an ex-adventurer, be to tell you not to seek your destiny, boy? I expected this day would come. He gets behind the desk and digs out, fiddles around. He's like, now where did I... here it is. And he sets this cylinder on the desk. He goes, here's your severance bonus. And I suppose I owe you a little bit for your last wages. So let's... 5... carry this 7. Did you give him the money from your merchant travels? Did you take it off your party sheet? Or your inventory?
How much was I supposed to give him?
It was 50.
Not yet.
Okay, so take off 35.
Okay.
So he'll give you 15 gold as your last wages. And then he hands this item over, which I am putting in your inventory right now. He goes, I found this wonderful thing on one of the last little delves I did for the Empire. I know it has some arcane mysteries to it, but I've never really cared to poke around with it too much, and I knew this day would come where you'd set off on your own, and it'd make a nice little mystery gift for you.
Okay.
As you look at it, it's a cryptex. If anybody knows what that is, it's got 5 wheels. Each wheel has 5 symbols on it. And a button on the end. So you would turn the 5 wheels to a corresponding symbol and then push the button, and if the combination is right, it'll open or something will happen.
Oh, okay.
So, a little over 3,000 possible combinations. You've got 2 options with that. You can either give me the combinations one by one, or you can roll a D100 once per short or long rest to determine how many combinations you go through during that rest. And we'll go from there.
Okay. To see what it does?
Well, you have to find the right combination is the trick.
Okay.
So
I gotta find combinations on this thing to just see what it's all about?
Yep. He doesn't have a clue. He decided to keep it a mystery for you.
Okay. Okay. Well then, I will put that in my pouch, and yeah. Well, thank you, sir.
Now, thank you. You've done wonderful work for me, even if you lack practicing the magical arts. But I'm sure a little adventuring will get under your skin and get you moving in the right direction. In an arcane sense, of course.
Yes, sir. One quick question. Any advice for the pilgrimage?
Yes. Dry socks.
The what?
Wear dry socks. If your socks get wet, replace them with dry ones. Lots of warm clothes. Layers, boy. You've lived at the base of this mountain long enough. You know how cold it can get. Now imagine you're another 5,000 feet up. Nothing to block the wind. Layers and dry socks.
Yes, sir. All right. Dry socks. I know where to get those. Thank you, sir. And it's been a pleasure working with you.
Yes,
And
come
I
back
hope to
anytime.
be back this way. Well, I mean, we are doing the pilgrimage, and I assume the pilgrimage will bring us back down the mountain to here. So,
We can hope so. Just keep your wits about you. There's been reports of some dire wolves running around the mountainside this month.
that's handy information. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Safe journeys. If you find anything arcane, make sure you bring it back here. I have first dibs on my pupils' finds.
Yes, sir. And a good price, too, I'm sure. Wink, wink.
We'll see.
As I
about
wink
that.
at him. All right. Well, Rick, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go find the group.
Let's go to Tukra next. Tukra, you were following Kilron originally, and when he passed through the marketplace, you noticed stalls with oohs and ahs for your homesteaded brain, and started wandering. You have seen clothiers selling cold winter gear, people selling all sorts of various foodstuffs, both fresh and preserved for the pilgrimage people. You've seen all sorts of climbing equipment, ropes, pittons. I think they're called pick shoes, like the shoes with the spikes for scaling up ice walls. Miniature barrels of ale so that they're easily carried to help you fight the chill on those cold nights. Just all sorts of wonderful stuff, all kind of leaning towards the people making the pilgrimage. Anything in particular you want to do or talk about?
No, if I saw things of particular mystique or interest to me that I didn't know what they were, I'd probably ask what they were and, just poke around.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, anything I just listed, if you would have asked about it, the vendor would tell you. And like with the climbing gear, they'd be like, yeah, you take the hooks and and kind of like demonstrate their uses, so you kind of get an understanding of how all the climbing gear would work and whatnot.
Okay.
Jade and Saphira, you two went to the Long Hut. It is your typical Viking movie big hut that the chieftain lives in, and everybody gathers for the meetings and the dinners and whatnot. And you're allowed to enter. It is a public space for all intents and purposes. Pretty bare this time of day. There's one or two people stoking the fire. There's a hog spit roasting for presumably for tonight's dinner. Yeah, not much going on here.
Okay.
So, Jade, how are you feeling? How are your wings doing?
Not that well. See?
Does it hurt? Are you in pain?
Not really pain per se. It's just very frustrating.
How did your wings get slashed?
I was defending myself and they got damaged. Got into a little argument turned to fight. You know me, patience is very low. One thing led to another and they got injured.
And I know this is probably a really personal question.
Like my little wing, like see, nothing.
Who'd you get in a fight with?
Some people, random people in the woods. Don't know them, never seen them. Just random folks trying to mess with a young, tiny.
And this might be a personal question. So I apologize if it offends you or upsets you. But can I ask how you got those marks?
Well,
I know what it is. And you don't have to necessarily tell me if you don't want to.
Clarify which marks you're talking about. Just
the ones. I think it's the ones on our arms.
Okay. So the rune markings on her arms. Got it.
the markings.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
clarifying. Just
No. No. Good call.
Well,
I know what they are. But if you want to talk about it, I'm willing to listen. Openly and honestly.
Let's just say I kind of deserved it. And I had to run away because of what caused me to get them.
Where'd you run from? Was it your home?
I guess you can say it was my home for a long time. You can tell that outside of whatever, you can tell that she's kind of feeling awkward about it, but at the same time, like she wants to give you this information. She just doesn't want to give you too much information, but whatever she's giving you, I'm not trying to be deceitful about it. I'm just keeping
hesitant.
Keeping it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say,
I-
why do you ask? Do you know anybody else that has these markings?
I've seen them a few times. Mostly it's just we've been traveling together for a while and we haven't had a really big opportunity to talk. And it was something I noticed. And you're different than some of the others who I've seen with those markings. Not many people with those types of markings would help as much as you did in the marshes.
I was gonna say, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I do happen to have.
No,
a very-
there's no judgment. There's no judgment. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you've done. We all got past. I'm just saying I recognize those marks. And from what I've seen and experienced with you helping us in the marshes. That
yeah.
well, I'm
Let's just
curious
say
as
I'm
to why you
trying to avoid trouble. It's the best
Oh.
way I can.
you might be with the wrong crew for that.
Well, trying to avoid to get to the trouble that got me this marks on the first place.
Yeah.
Never hurts anybody to help somebody out. You know, you don't know when they can pay you back if there was ever a chance for that person or that opportunity to pay it forward.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
So Jade had mentioned the long hut and then the marketplace. So I assumed you guys were kind of like walking to the marketplace during this conversation. And about this point would be when Kilrun and Rick show up to the marketplace, and you guys would quickly spot the two of them walking and talking.
Okay.
Yeah. No, man.
Sorry.
I'm
Oh no, go ahead.
just say as we walk up, me and Mike I'd be telling him, no, what he means is you put a thin layer on first and then thicker socks as you go up in layers. You don't want to start with the thick ones first.
Oh.
Tukra,
Okay.
you obviously see them in the market and would
Yeah, so I have like one of the shoes with the spike shoes,
Mhm.
and I see him and I'm like, look at this thing, you guys, how cool.
Now, with my knowledge of the village, is the marketplace the best spot to get all the gear we need?
The marketplace is the only spot to get all the gear you need.
Okay.
So you're gonna go
Well, I
steal.
wasn't sure if there was like a specialty
Yeah.
shop or something.
Yeah,
wanted
like-
to-
No. So this
Like, is
this
the-
village is very, very small. Which you kind of think is a little weird considering everybody who takes a pilgrimage travels through here. But the idea behind it is the village only wants to make enough money to exist. They're not here to get rich. You know, they're kind of more here to help the pilgrims along. They're not here to make coin. So the marketplace is where all the merchants, all the traders and everything set up their little shops. Their individual shops, like where they make the stuff, is usually in a room at their house, but they don't do business out of the house. Like Keekmat makes all of the amulets and stuff in his house and then sets up a stall at the marketplace to sell them.
Got you.
So they have the one centralized point. There's no wandering around the city. This is everything. Aside from the healer. That's the one thing you actually have to go to that person's hut to get stuff. from.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, everybody but Cal is here, so I would say, well, I mean, Tuker's already here, so I mean, guys, this is a spot. This is where you want to pick up winter gear, i.e., warm clothes. It's my dear, I guess previous boss,
So
Pigmet.
this is the primary up the mountain equipment, and Tukra would have been able to relay all those prices and whatnot to you guys, and that is with the 10% discount you guys got.
I would buy whatever we needed for Cal and I to make this trip. Since he's not there.
Well, conveniently enough, as you're discussing it, Cal walks up.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I'm reading the thing. So if I'm understanding this correctly, it's 8 gold for a full set of cold weather gear. Whatever the cost of a ration is, and then 25 gold for a climbing kit, and then 2 gold for half barrels of ale.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we need ale?
The bigger question is
fighting off a little nip. I'm just saying, fight a nip with a nip. That's what my grandpa always said.
Yeah, but the bigger question with barrels of ale is even half barrels of ale. How in the hell are we going to carry it?
I mean, these half barrels, they're like, a gallon. Not a 25 gallon. They're a gallon sized, maybe a gallon and a half.
Look and see what I have.
Okay, well, I am definitely putting the money out for the cold weather gear.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the whole thing.
yeah, I would say that I'm probably going to do that also.
I would actually talk to the vendor and see if there's any way I could talk the price down even more. Being that I have lived here my whole life. Any chance of a friendly discount?
Cock his head to the side and be like, we only do 10% markups to allow us to buy things, so you're getting these at wholesale value. I can't go any lower.
Well, it's worth asking.
I know. And I would if I could, but you're already cutting it to the bone here.
All right. Can't even try to persuade him. All right. Well, I guess. Okay. So 8 off. We'll start with the cold gear for sure. So.
So the only actual item I have to put in inventories are the climbers kits. So is anybody buying a climbers kit?
Yes, Cal will be buying one.
Saphira will also buy one.
Okay, I will put those in your
Not
inventory.
entirely sure
Make sure you mark
what
them
comes
off.
in that.
Plus any rations that we'd need and anything
A
like
climber's
that.
kit comes with pittons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. So everything, and 25 feet of rope. So basically, as you're climbing, you can use that equipment to anchor yourself so you can't fall more than 25 feet from where you anchored yourself. And it doesn't say it in the description, but you'll get a benefit to try and make an athletics check to climb walls. I think that was the 2014 5e, you got advantage on athletics checks. So we'll figure something out there to where you get some sort of benefit.
Okay. How long does this trip usually take? Do we know? or that might even be geared towards Kilrun.
Yeah. I mean, from living here my whole life, seeing people take the pilgrimage and hearing them talk about it, I would assume
10 days.
I would have an idea. 10 days.
10 days
Okay.
of travel. So 5 days up, 5 days. Well, it's like 6 days up, 4 days down.
Okay.
If you stick to the path, you can do it in about half that if you go off the path.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing some quick math of what I'm going to be buying.
If anybody is buying the cold weather gear, make sure you put it in your inventory. When you unlock your character sheet, you just press the green plus button in the top right corner that says add item when you hover over, and then type in cold weather gear. That way I know you have it.
As everybody else is buying stuff, Tukra would be fingering the cold weather gear thoughtfully and quietly place his iron pot on the counter and slide it across with a sort of a questioning. Would you take this?
You okay there, my little reptilian friend?
Are turtles cold-blooded?
That's a good question.
I just kind of thought about that because turtles they hibernate in the winter.
Yeah.
I think
Are we gonna have to hook her up like a backpack?
I think technically that would be a yes, but we're not gonna do the whole warm-blooded, cold-blooded thing. We're not gonna go
Just
that
works
deep
out.
into it.
Because I will get a couple sets of nunchucks and an orange eye mask thing and strap her to my back. I won't even think twice. I got you.
The salesperson will pick up your iron pot and look at it, and then pull back the jacket and the pants and the boots, just leaving the fur cap, and kind of do it. So you could trade your pot for the hat.
I'll think for a moment, sort of pet my bald turtle head, thinking how cold it's gonna get, and
We did kind of glance over. Cal had come up to you, and Brad, what did you say?
So he saw.
He asked if I was okay, which like I don't know how to answer that because I seem okay, like nothing's wrong here. I would add my hammer next to the pot.
Make a persuasion
check. Do I see this transaction happening?
What's your passive?
Where is my passive?
The salesperson will push the boots up next to the hat.
10.
No.
I would be.
Okay.
I would nod like, that seems like a good deal to me, and I would take the cap and the boots.
Al's gonna pull out 8 gold and set it on the counter and push it over to the salesperson.
I need he kind of leans over to you, keeping discreet, and like it's 4 gold to finish out the set, bud.
8 for the pot, the hammer, and the rest of the set.
So you want to buy back the stuff she traded and buy the rest of the set.
Basically, give us her stuff back, and I'm paying you for a cold weather set.
Okay. 8 gold then.
To simplify it. And then I will look back at Tukra and hand Tukra the items and tell Tukra It's better to go with a full set than just a half set. Never be half prepared.
As I take the items, I would say I thank you, friend, but I may never be able to pay you back in your gold.
I didn't ask you to pay me back.
Then I would nod and take the stuff.
And Cal will go about his.
I will
his business.
gently remind you all above table 2 when you were splitting loot and stuff in the marshes. Tukra did not take any of the coinage because
Right.
Tukra does not carry coin. You did, however, have a bunch of stuff in the back of the cart. Did you want to sell that stuff while you're here?
I think that was
Yes.
kind of the plan.
Okay. Because I almost
Which
forgot about
now, also knowing that, I'm going to look at Tukra and say, because it's going to be like he's going to turn, stop for a second, and then he's going to turn back to Tukra and say, "Do you have enough food?"
I'll ruffle through my pack and I'll say, I'll have to forage before a 20-day trip.
20-day trip. I thought it was only 10 days.
I thought it was 10 there and back.
No.
No,
10
it's
there,
5
10 back.
there, 5 back, or 6
Then-
there, 4 back.
Okay, then I would have said 10. I'll have to forage a little bit before a 10-day trip.
Okay. I will,
So Saphir is gonna come in and say, "How about I buy you some food?" I think it's gonna get pretty scarce as we go up the mountains, so better to have food than not.
For
Can we?
those of you
And I
who-
would pay for Tukra's food.
For those of you who take coin, you may add 30 gold to your inventory for selling the goblin and hobgoblin's loot.
How much? I'm sorry.
30
Gold or silver?
gold.
did you add that to Becca's or no?
I will do it right now. That way you don't have to
Alright.
multitask.
I mean, I have them both up side by side, but
I got Becca. Tukra, you know you have 9 days of rations on you
Mhm.
currently.
this command salutes.
2 days of rations are 1 gold for anybody buying any.
I am. You want me to tell you how much I'm buying?
No, you can just manage it. I'll trust you guys.
Okay.
Two gold for how many days?
1 gold for every 2 days of rations.
1 gold, 2 days. Got it.
And then. Okay, I already have the Climber's Kit in there. What the fuck else did I buy? Oh,
Cold weather
okay.
kit.
Yeah, and then okay. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I was tracking how much. I would ask Kilron, since he seems to be familiar with this village, if there's, and DM correct me, we may be in the right place already. If anybody sells bullets,
Not here.
No. No, we concentrate on people who are doing the pilgrimage up the thing, not fighting here.
and there's never any encounters with wild animals or anything.
Up this way, I mean, you have the occasional wild animal that, I mean, I suppose we can get you some arrows and things, but bullets are a little advanced for up here.
Is there a blacksmith around?
DM?
There is a smithy. He only does like construction stuff though, and horseshoes.
There you go.
At some point, I would go by the smithy.
Can you make your bullets?
I mean, I got to see if he's got the supplies to do it, and then I'm sure as hell going to give it a try.
I mean, he's got a fully working forge. It's just a matter of, do you have time to make the mold and melt down the metal to cast it and all that fun stuff. It's more of a time question for your sake, because I'm pretty sure you're proficient with everything to make them.
I will deal with that in a little bit then.
Yeah, you're proficient. You have the right proficiencies to make them yourself. It's just a time thing.
I know we got other stuff to do. I can go by the smithy later this evening.
Is everybody done here?
No, how much for a little bit of a piece of gear? I'm a small person. I don't need a huge thing of fabric. So how much for a little something for me?
So it's the same cost. It's just children sized.
Children's size to be less expensive than adult sizing because it's less fabric.
Yeah, this isn't Walmart.
What's Walmart?
Exactly.
Fine.
How much for extra socks? Hey, you're the one to throw it at me. So
no, I'm just a pair of socks will run you 5 silver.
All right.
Do they all come in all sizes too?
The socks are one size fits all.
That can't be right. One sock is gonna fit me like a dress.
Well, then you'll have a very socky looking dress. But it's still
You know,
5
I
silver.
can't find anything for me.
You're
I'll just stick
you're
to
not
winter.
It'd be more like a tube top.
It'd still be pretty damn huge.
Well, then your whole body will be warm just off this one sock.
No, okay, I'll take one sock in the winter gear. Jesus.
I'll get you an extra pair of socks in there.
Thanks.
Ooh, yeah. How much for extra socks?
5 silver per pair.
I'm buying 2 pairs.
I'm buying 4.
Pam, I gave you 2 pairs of socks just so I can mark 1 gold off and call it a day on your currency.
Okay, thank you, because I'm broke.
Well, once everybody has gotten their shopping done, it would health potions be a thing here?
Nope.
Okay, that's kind of gray area for
the
pilgrimage.
Town cleric might sell some. You don't know because she's kind of weird and you've never had means to interact with her.
Is that the person we're gonna go see about the wings?
Yep.
Okay, then I'll check with her when we get there.
You know where her hut is. You know that she offers certain healing spiritual services, particularly to the pilgrims. But you also know that she's really fucking weird, and nobody in the village talks to her unless they absolutely have to.
Okay. So, yeah, that was actually what I was leading to. Was once everybody's done with their shopping, I want to get Jade to the healer for her wings and potentially health potions if it's possible. If we'll find out.
That'd be lovely. I hope so.
Well, I said I would, and I'm going to complete my tasks.
All right. Everybody done shopping? Anybody got anything else?
I mean, do they have anything that, any kindling or anything like that?
No.
So we're about to
We
go
would-
hike a cold ass mountain, and this village has nothing for kindling.
Well, if you look at the world map, there's still a good amount of trees before you hit the actual mountains and the snow starts, the heavy snow starts. So there's plenty of chance to forage before you actually get up the mountain.
Got it.
There's still a good amount of trees and stuff up the mountain until you get to the very top where Ragarin Tower is. That's when you kind of start to hit what is it called? Permafrost? Where
Yes.
the plants
Yeah.
stop growing? Yeah.
I mean, you're traveling with a sorcerer who can produce heat. I think we'll be all right.
Okay. Off to see the cleric then?
Yes.
Any objections?
I was going to say if there was no objections.
Pam, are you back
This
in the
is-
kitchen?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What kind of cleric is this?
A Healy kind that might be able to fix her wings.
Oh, okay.
The cleric kind of the clerics.
Why are we worried about that?
I was just asking. Different gods have different. I don't even know what you call it. Different habits, or
Kilron,
different beliefs.
Kilron leads all of you through the village to the southeastern edge. There is a gap between the edge of housing and this hut right up against the fortification wall. And the hut is older, it's run down, it's not as well maintained. Very hermity looking. And you all approach the hut and open the door and walk in, and as you enter, you note that the ceiling is very low. With the exception of Jade, you all have to kind of hunch over as you walk in. The smell of incense sits heavy in your nose as you enter. There's almost a fog. There's been so much incense burning. In the center of the room sits an elderly half-orc, skin with flitters of human and greenish orc. A broken tooth and unruly dreadlocks with a large scar down the left side of her face, blind in that same eye. She lifts her face from her meditation. Oh, I'm sorry, I read my notes wrong. Heavy glaucoma has left her blind in both eyes. As she lifts her head from meditation, she speaks. Another visitors so late in the pilgrimage season. What brings you to Old Ikro?
Ikro, it's Kilron, one of the locals. I have a friend here, who's the fairy variety. That is correct, right, Jade?
Yeah, ish.
Yeah, and
Dude, you can't just ask that sort of thing.
we got to make sure we get this right, because if she's some other type of something with wings and we give her
Different
fairy
strokes
wings
for
and she's
different
not a
folks.
fairy, yeah. Anyways, her wings have been damaged, and she was seeking help to fix them. Is there anything that you can do for her?
Fairy wings can be a tricky deal. Fey magic doesn't always mingle well with other kinds. Come forth, child. Let me inspect you.
Okay, hi, sir. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
It's
Here you
madam.
go.
Ma'am, Jade, ma'am.
I know they hang a little flat against my chest, but I promise you I have tits underneath these rags.
Must be nice. I don't have any.
Sounds like a personal problem. Turn around. Let me inspect your wings.
Yes, yes. Look.
So you turn around, and she like how you put a mohawk up. She kind of does that to your wings. She goes, a war injury. That's unfortunate. You should have been quicker than that.
What?
Well, you're in luck. My mistress has granted me many gifts for my devotion. Fortunately, these gifts come at a cost. A fair offering to my lady, by means or by gift. Something of this injury, to this extent, this far along. A meager 500 gold.
I'm sorry. Who is your lady?
If you have to ask, you can't afford her.
I have a pair of socks.
All the women give me that answer.
As you say, I have a pair of socks. She like holds out one of her legs and lifts her raggedy dress. And I have 3. If you cannot pay
Roy, there's a woman that knows how to layer.
If you cannot pay the gold, then it's quite simple. Climb the Great Mountain. At the top there is a lesser temple on the edge of a cliff. You'll find it humble like my own. Simply go there and offer a favor to my mistress. And if you complete the favor, you shall be restored.
Climb to where?
Is there any signs of who her mistress is in the hut?
Make an investigation check. Anybody who wants to.
What's the investigation for? It doesn't matter. Just roll the dice.
If the lady, if there's any information on this lady, whatever in the hut.
Trying to determine who her mistress is.
Why did that roll yours? Okay, that's Saphira's.
You gotta click your thing on the top left, your picture, and then roll.
Okay, let me.
I think it's still on me.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even change it, and it rolled hers and then rolled mine separately.
Nice. Tukra, were you gonna roll?
Oh no, I am focused on what this half orc is saying. I am not looking around the hut.
You all kind of look around the hut. You can see there's like a bunch of herbs hanging from the ceiling drying, and various kind of ritualistic things everywhere, but nothing definitive as to who her mistress is.
Okay. And one last question, Ikra.
It's Ikra.
There, Ikro.
She loves him.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've been playing the Avatar game, and there's actually Ikron as a name.
I've
in
never
that
heard
game.
of an Avatar or a.
That's
Avatar
above table.
game.
Put it.
You didn't say above table, Mike.
Above table. I meant that above table.
Okay.
Anyways, Ikro. There was reports of, was it direwolves along the path? You wouldn't happen to have any healing salves or potions available?
I do if you have the coin.
Okay.
This lady, all she cares about is money.
I must warn you, though, I made them some time ago. They might not taste very fresh. They'll still work, but they won't taste good going down.
Expire potion. Got it.
Something is better than nothing.
They're not expired. They're just a little past their shelf date. They're still fine. And she...
That's the definition of expired.
Expired means no good. Shelf date means best buy. Okay? There's a difference. Get it right.
So doesn't that mean that it's no good if it's not best by certain date?
No, best just means fresh. If it's still effective, it's still good. It just might not taste good. And while
That's
she's rambling, oh, we lost Katie.
She said she'll be back in a second.
Okay. While she's rambling on about the difference between a Best Buy date and an expired date, she will pull 3 potions of healing out of a storage container and set them down in front of her. There's 50 gold each.
Make sure they're not expired.
They're not expired. They just don't taste good.
I will take one.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. Let's call things what they are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kiran, is there another village in between here and the top of the mountain?
Negatory, big buddy.
So this is our last restock until we get to the top.
Yes, sir.
All right, never mind.
Does anybody else want to purchase one of these and is just coming up short?
I just don't want to pay the 50 gold for one.
What is it?
Well,
It's,
this is healing potion.
Now, if she sells some of her glaucoma medication, I might be interested in that.
If I had medication, you think I'd still have glaucoma?
I'm just saying the dreadlocks, the incense, the outside loner type thing. I know you got the best wizard weed in town. I know the mayor gets his shit from you.
Kicked the stuff years ago, dear.
That's too bad. It does wonders for my glaucoma.
Do you have any
As Jerry
lessons
takes a big
of
old
healing?
rip.
Well, okay.
Do it have any what, Pam?
Any less expensive healing potions?
No, this is it.
What else does what other kind of potions does she have?
Let me try this one more time. Does anybody else want to purchase one of these and just can't afford it?
Yes.
No.
Okay. How short are you?
Well, it's not like I'm sure, but right now that will leave me. We're very little, and if I can get this person, if we don't climb that mountain, I will need to save every penny to try to solve my wings.
So she just told you it's a favor if you climb the mountain to get your wings fixed.
Yeah, if I do, if I not, I have to try to save all the money that I can. If I ran into somebody else that can help me.
Well, I'm just thinking, emergency purposes. This is the only option we got for emergency purposes.
It's a healing spell.
Those are the only potions she has. She doesn't dabble in alchemy. She just happens to have those.
Right.
I'm okay. I'm not gonna buy any. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well then, I guess we're done here.
I mean, we have our reptilian friend that can keep us alive, right? Hopefully.
We've been through one encounter together, and some people got knocked over. I'm just saying. Having a backup might not be a bad idea.
I'll buy one.
I'll give you half. Cal and Saphira will split the cost of one.
Okay. Saphira's going to carry it?
Yeah.
Kilron is talking about Kilron is talking about the one encounter that he was here for. Why don't you think back to the encounters that Kilron was not here for and think about that? Just,
I'll mark
That-
the gold off of each of us.
And then attach to yours because I'm mostly to get taken.
That's fine. You can put it in mine, Jacob.
I'm already putting it in hers, so
Oh, okay. I'll just transfer it.
No, it's in my bag, so that's what I'm.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I'll
My
just,
dad's drawer to search through my bag.
yeah, we'll just
It's-
leave it there
you
then.
don't need to transfer it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Katie.
Oh, why? Thank you.
So,
There's one healing potion left for 50 gold if you want it.
Mm-mm.
she can't.
Is this?
She doesn't
Are we
carry
still?
money.
Are we still at the
Hut.
Yeah.
Yes.
hut?
So we did an investigation check to try and figure out who her patron is. We could not figure that out. We did figure out that we need to go up to the top of the mountain for the pilgrimage to find another hut up there to in exchange for a favor. We should be able to get Jade's wings fixed. And she had 3 health potions that are
That's their shelf
The-
date.
past their shelf date, but not bad.
Okay.
Tired.
They're 50 gold apiece. I bought one.
I mean,
Cal
abo-
and
above
Saphira
table,
bought one.
it's literally going to be a normal human potion is like a sweet drink, a sweet syrupy drink, and these are going to be like cough syrup. That's basically
Okay.
all she was
Oh,
saying.
just tastes more like medicine.
Yeah, it's just not going to taste great,
Mhm.
Okay.
but there's nothing wrong with them. They're still fully effective above table.
Okay.
Okay.
DM, while they're talking, Cal's going to walk outside.
Okay.
Well, then they asked about other potions, and she has no other potions because she just happened to have these laying around. So we are on our way out the door, actually. So I will bid Ikro a good day and thank you for her time. And I'm ready to go.
Farewell.
Well, leave the hut. Let me
Have
rephrase
fun
that.
storming the castle. Somebody said it to me decades ago.
Tell him that I'm going to be behind Jade.
After everybody files out of the hut, I'd stay for just a moment and I'd lean in and ask Ikro. I'd say, does healing always come for a price?
My lady, my mistress demands offerings. And the extent of certain injuries cost materials for me to weave the magics to repair them. Not everything is free.
I see.
And she kind of... You're in there alone at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of reaches up and places a hand on the side of your face and goes, "You're just beginning your journey and learning. Once you get stronger, you'll see what I mean."
I would sort of put my hand on her hand and I would say, thank you for this wisdom.
You're welcome, dear.
I would leave the hut and sort of like stretch because it was a little cramped in there.
Okay, so would Kilron, besides the hostel, would Kilron know of a place that we could sleep for the night? Since I lived here?
Don't you have a house here?
You have
Yeah,
been
that's-
sleeping at your employer's in a cot. There is not enough room for everybody.
Okay, so the hostel would be the place to go.
Yes, it would.
Okay, so
Hold on.
Okay. I was just planning the next move, but okay.
I know. You walk out of the hut, Rick in tow, and Sheldon was off to the side here because he's a big boy and couldn't fit. And when you step outside, Cal is standing there with 3 watchers. Brad?
Is this everybody or?
At this point, I would say Tukra is inside having her 30-second conversation. Everyone else is outside of the hut.
Okay. So if that's the case, then at that point, as they all walk out, Cal would walk up to the group and he would basically say, Jade, you are hereby notified that by the order of the Watchers, you are hereby placed under arrest for the glyphs that are currently on your arms.
Saphir's gonna handcuff Jade very
Jade,
swiftly.
do you resist?
Yeah,
Okay.
I resist.
So what I am going to do, give me a second, I gotta find... There they are. They're called manacles, not handcuffs.
I just want you guys to know that Becca is literally getting real life hives right now because
I mean,
because of this.
Okay. Jade, to resist, I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
I resist, but like not in a violent way. Okay.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you're just trying to not get handcuffed. I got you.
right.
Dipping and dodging.
Perfect.
Not much-
Fucking A.
With
Fucking
that
A.
nat
Hey,
one,
Neo.
Saphira, you have a baller moment where you were expecting this and you've handcuffed at least one person before in your life. And you quickly grab both of her thumbs in one hand and kind of wrench them a little bit as you slap the manacles over the top of her wrists behind her back and clink them, locking them together.
What was the last part?
locking them together so they're locked.
Wow.
I-
What's going on?
I mean,
Rick's
you
pulling
could
his
tell us.
bow.
As soon as Rick pulls his bow, you're gonna hear of the hammer of Cal's gun getting cocked.
I presume I'm about coming out of the hut at this point.
Yeah. No, you're walking out right
Okay.
now. Saphira has Jade, is just finishing locking the handcuffs. Cal's got his hand on his gun with the hammer cocked. Rick's got his bow out. It's a very tense moment.
I would definitely not be stretching then. I would just stop in the doorway.
Now you just see this turtle's neck just stretching and being like, "Oh, this is awkward."
I
Hold
I
on.
would tell I would tell Jade, you're being arrested for the marks on your arms for whatever crime you've committed. I'm sorry it has to be this way, but we have a job to do.
Okay, but they're very tight. Do you think you can? Ow! It hurts. Can you adjust them?
Cal's gonna give.
Can I look to see if it's believable or not?
Cal is
an
just
insight
gonna
check.
scare the fuck out of Saphira right now. And then he's gonna look at Rick and say, "There's no need for violence right now."
I'll roll to see if she's being deceptive.
Okay, so this will be a tower roll. You're going to make an insight roll in the tower. And Jade, you're going, if you're telling the truth, you're going to make...
Why do you need to minimize it?
No,
The
it doesn't
tower.
matter.
The tower's over there.
Jade, make a persuasion roll in the tower.
In the tower? Okay, hold on.
Oh, there's no need for violence, but you're arresting my friend and you don't even know what crime she committed?
Kilron himself said it. that the marks on her arms were no good. Those marks, if I'm not mistaken, DM, correct me because I know Cal would know this. I just don't know it off the top of my head, and I'm not going to go through 5 days worth of notes to find it. But I believe the markings distinguish an arrest warrant for the Watchers. I want to say it's for thievery, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Above table, we know it's for breaking and entering, thievery, and assault.
Okay.
Below
But
Cal
you don't
doesn't
know
know.
what happened.
Below
You don't
table,
know.
we
I'm
don't
gonna say to him, you don't know what happened. You don't know anything about me. This is
To which I'll-
unbelievable.
To which I would say, and still look at her kind of bashfully, be like, I asked you, and you weren't fully honest with me.
I told you that I had to run into some people that they were not good due to some things. So you don't know what happened to me or what might have caused for me to either do assault or any of the stuff that I'm being accused of.
Oh,
It's still a job, and I still have to take you in.
Hold on. Kilron, go ahead and narrate there. It didn't work.
yeah. So I whisper something under my breath at Cal. Yeah.
What do you say under your breath to Cal?
I'm gonna say make a perception check to see if you audibly know what he said. Because he did something with that spell to make it so you shouldn't be able to hear it. But you succeeded on the throw. So the spell isn't going to happen, but let's see if you hear him mumble the words under his breath.
I should clarify. Do I see or
Nothing.
Okay, not hearing? Okay, I see
No,
nothing.
He just stands there and kind of mumbles something really quick. So you're making a perception check to see if you could make out what he said. I will say, given the fact that he burned a sorcery point, it's going to be a very high DC that you do not hit. So you just kind of hear him. And
Becca would like to roll too. Can she roll?
I'm guessing he's nearby.
sure, why not?
Probably closer to me than to Cal, since we both came out of the place.
Probably equidistant. No, you don't hear it
Oh,
either.
No.
same.
Okay.
They were
So my
echoes.
question is, if I don't hear it, I see
You just kind of hear
him
him
talking.
sigh with
Mumbling.
like
I'm
kinda like-
staring at Cal, mumbling.
That seems like a fair thing to do at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Not trying to metagame, so tell me if I'm metagaming, and if I am, I'll move on. Seeing as I'm seeing him staring at me mumbling, I would assume that I would know that Kilron is a magic user since we've been together, correct?
Mm-hmm.
hold on now, because you've only seen him formally cast spells. So to this point, you would know that he either needs to recite an incantation, do hand gestures, or have his spell casting focus in hand to cast a spell, and he did none of those things.
Okay. So if that's the case,
So you would have no indication that he cast a spell in this moment.
okay. All right. So if that's the case, Kyle would look at Kilron and say, "Is there something you'd like to say?" Hold on.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Well, you said it yourself, my friend. The markings weren't good. You knew. And you continued to travel with her.
The 3 Watchers will move over to take custody of Jade on that side because they don't like Sheldon.
They should.
They're smart enough. They know better. But they will take custody and begin escorting her away.
I would tell her before she leaves that, like, if it's true what you're saying, You'll have a trial. They'll find you innocent. You can come right back here, and we'll help you get up the mountain to fix your wings.
You betrayed me. I don't want to talk to you right now.
The betrayal.
Fair.
I'm sorry, I just watched The Mighty Nine today, and it totally sounds like not.
A little bit.
Right.
That's one of Pam's IRL lines all the time. The betrayal.
Yeah, that I do that. The betrayal.
When I eat and don't offer her food or watch a TV show with the betrayal.
Saphira would look kind of sad at that, but would nod and understand.
As they walk off, naive Tukra would call out, "Take heart, little one. Things work out."
They will stop as they pass you, Cal, and say that they will hold her at the outpost until they receive message on what to do with her. So she will remain there.
To the rest of you, take care of yourselves. I will be back.
Why would you want to come back to above table? Why would you want to come back to these motherfuckers?
You don't know. You don't know why I'm here.
Nope.
Hey, we're about to start a second campaign because half of us aren't going to play with the other half anymore. I ain't fucking playing with no dirty cops.
Joke's on you, you've been playing with the dirty cop for like 2.5 years now.
You know, it's funny. When I was an MP and I found out I had scoliosis, for like a month I walked around, I'm a crooked cop.
Oh no.
So they escort Jade away, leaving the 5 of you standing there. But to answer your previous question, Kilron, yes, the hostel is an open door. Don't have to pay anything. They just ask that you haul your own firewood, clean up after yourself, etc.
I did my piece. Cal's going to look at the rest of them and say, you might hate me, you might not like this, but in all fairness, she was marked for arrest for something. You don't get those glyphs for no reason. Whether we liked it or not, she committed some kind of crime. If you commit a crime, then there's a penance. Well, not a penance. That's what I'm looking for. He's going to look at Saphira, because I know you know we're...
There's a penance,
okay.
to pay. Nope, you were right.
And that would be true for any one of us. So, like it or not, it had to happen. Unfortunately. It just happened to be us.
And Saphira would nod and be like, that doesn't discount what she did for us in the Undying Marches, and I'm going to be sure to write and let them know her actions in the Undying Marches to give her a lighter sentence or completely eradicate her sentence, depending on what happened.
Well,
Continue with the role play. I just want to jump in real quick above table because I don't think it's been put out yet. Pam leaves next Sunday to go to Argentina for 3 weeks, and this was a very casual way for her character to not be here for 3 weeks.
Yeah, casual ways.
Sorry,
You almost started World War III amongst the group.
Should have prefaced that. I mean, no, the inter-party dynamics, like, that should still be a thing. Don't be okay with this, obviously. But don't stop playing because Pam got arrested. Like, just keep going. I've got it worked out. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Well, it's a plan. We got something going on.
We've been doing this for a couple years. Trust your DM. I've got it worked out.
Oh yeah, no, for real. People, you really think I would arrest him if I didn't have to?
I literally was like, well, I'm just going to send off a character, like I'll volunteer as a character witness on her behalf.
No,
I literally have a moral quandary over this.
Absolutely, you can do.
I'll be right back, though.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Seriously, Packer and I have toiled with this all week. So we're like, fuck, we don't want to do this.
Yeah, you did. Don't lie.
Lies. I wanted to arrest me.
Well, actually, the funny part was I told Becca, I said, you have to arrest her because you're the recruit. And she's like, no, this is a man's thing. You need to do it. Oh my god!
Like, I'm not.
And
a
now
strong
her
woman.
turn around, her little face staring at
Turn
you
around.
and telling you, Saphira, you betrayed me. He's gonna hunt you. You're gonna have nightmares about the little one with the broken winds.
Yeah, I feel really bad. Once Jacob said you have to go up the mountain for the wing fixed, I literally was like so crestfallen.
Yeah, we both looked at each other like, fuck. Anyways.
It's okay. She'll write from jail.
We'll figure it out.
She'll send the message in a bottle, one way or another.
Okay. Well, Kilron's going to be a little in shock and awe over the situation.
I think Kilron would be more in shock that the local watchers actually did something. The ones assigned here are usually lazy, bottom of the barrel, here because they got in trouble and don't do a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, that was information I didn't have. I didn't realize there's watchers here.
Well, I did put in the lore book, if you bothered to read it, that watchers have outposts and forts just about everywhere.
Got you.
So, while it wasn't specifically stated there was an outpost here, there would have at least been one nearby.
Got you.
That was kind of a last minute that they have an outpost in the city thing.
Got you. Okay. Because here I was working with Jade to help her try and avoid any that we saw, and I didn't even realize there was any here.
And it would have been fair that Kilron would know that they were super fucking lazy. And you had no idea Cal and Saphira were watchers up till this point.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Well, technically, they still don't know we're watchers. Only knows that we arrested them. So, boom, truth bomb. There you go.
Yeah.
So realistically, though,
I know you turned her in, and Saphira produced some handcuffs.
Everything played. Even if you had known that there was a watcher outpost, you still would have gotten the information that they were extremely lazy, barely left the hut unless they absolutely had to. I'm fairly confident things would have played out in a very, very similar manner.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, but with that said, yeah, now Kilron's going to be like, well, the whole idea behind taking the pilgrimage is to go up the mountain to the spiritual place and it's a pilgrimage. And I thought we were going to go up there as a group of friends. And somehow this doesn't feel quite right without her. So I'm going to head out for now, guys. And
Okay, so above table is from what I was listening with that conversation with the healer about going up and getting her wings fixed. Does she have to be present for that, or can I get the stuff to fix it and learn how to do it and come back down and fix her?
You don't know? That information was not asked nor given.
I'm going to turn back into the shop and go ask.
That is a plot hook I did not think of.
Surprise!
Okay, real quick. Kilron's walking away. Is anybody going with him?
Yes.
In spirit, I am.
Thanks for that one.
Did you guys hear that? It's like a voice on the wind. I swear, sometimes I can hear her voice like she's still here with us.
Pal's gonna say as everybody starts walking off, and he's just gonna be like,
I'm gonna go get some food. Y'all might hate me, but eventually you get hungry. So if you're hungry, let me know.
Tukra,
And he's gonna walk off.
okay. Are you waiting for Saphira, or are you just walking off?
I think that question was for Brad.
It was.
It is. Sorry.
She muted me.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
So Saphira went inside, so he's like saying that loud enough for like her to hear. Because I mean, obviously he gets that she feels awkward about this, so she's like doing her thing. He's just like, "Well, I'm gonna go get some food."
Okay, where are you going?
Wherever they've got food. They use my nose.
Okay. Tukra.
I'm still standing by the door.
Yeah.
I haven't quite yet decided.
Okay. So Saphira, you will walk back in the hut, and Ikro will look up from a trance again. Her eyes blind. Goes. Change your mind about that last health potion, did we?
I actually wanted to ask you for the woman who was in here with the broken wings. Does she have to be there and be present at that hut up the mountain in order to get healed, or is it something that someone can go and get everything needed for it and then can heal themselves?
Well, I suppose if you went to ask for favor on her behalf, it would work just the same. The favor might be a little different than what it might have been had she made the trip herself.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You sure you don't want this last healing potion?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much, though.
You heard all of that, Tukra. I'm assuming that's what the perception check was for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you heard that. Saphira, you walk out. Tukra's still standing there, just kind of like, the fuck just happened? And it's just the two of you.
Hi, Tukra.
Saphira.
I'm gonna go join Cal and get something to eat if you want to join us, but I can understand if you don't.
I believe I will look around. It's not because I have any hard feelings about it right now. This is just a new place, and I'd like to look around.
All right, Tukra. Well, I hope to see you. If I don't, maybe I'll see you on the pilgrimage. I'm still planning on going up the mountain.
I'll pat Saphira on the shoulder and nod.
All right. Saphira, you're heading off to find Cal?
Yes.
All right. Tukra, wandering. What are you doing?
Yep.
I will say by this point, it's getting up to evening time. So you got maybe an hour of daylight left.
An hour of daylight. I think maybe I'd leave the city walls and just go look around in the forest, see if I can find any like food for foraging, useful stuff.
Okay, go ahead and make a nature check. Okay. You can give yourself an extra 2 days rations. Find some nice berries and roots and things you're accustomed to.
I would have given her the 10 rations that I bought her.
Okay. So make sure you add that as well. And you'll spend a little bit of time doing that. Where are you heading after that?
I would head back in and I'd find somebody. My question is if it's safe to sleep outside in the city, like under the tree.
Okay. They say it's safe enough. It does get really cold at night, though.
I'd pull up my shiny new winter stuff and I'd be like, huh?
That's fine if you're moving, but if you're sitting still and, not taking precautions against the cold, it can be a problem. Not saying deadly, just a problem.
Okay. I thank whoever that was for the information.
You don't have to sleep outside. The hostel's completely free.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, no problem. I'm assuming the pilgrimage, so good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. And that'll take some time, of course. But let's jump over to Kilron and Rick. See what you two are up
to. As we walk away, I'd probably look at Rick and go, "That was so uncalled for."
Right? I'm I don't even know what to say about that. That was an incredible betrayal.
Yeah, we don't know what she did. Like, well, how she got those marks, why she got those marks, where those marks came from. I know those marks aren't good. I mean, I've seen those marks before. I know they're not a good thing, but we don't know the full story behind those. And we didn't even get a chance to get the full story from her.
Right? I mean, and considering how she's behaved the whole time she's been with us, I have seen nothing to indicate that she is a dangerous person or a bad person that's going to do, awful things or something.
Right?
I mean, justice is a good thing, but blind devotion to it is just as bad as tyranny.
Yeah, so I don't know, Rick. We from what I learned from all the people who come up and take this pilgrimage, it's a spiritual event that you do to cleanse your soul and become a better person, but you can't take a pilgrimage when you're in disharmony.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of angry. I feel a little betrayed. I feel guilty. Because I didn't do anything to stop. Because I didn't do anything to stop it. I mean,
Well, between you and me, I tried, but it failed. It failed miserably, but I tried. I tried to use my powers of persuasion to get Cal to change his mind, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I can't believe that we were traveling with cops for the last couple weeks, and don't they have to identify themselves or something? I saw that in a movie somewhere. I don't think they can lie to us about it.
You mean a minor illusion show? Movies.
Right, yes.
I was gonna say, do we have movies back then?
Yeah.
What
minor illusion and like 4 or 5 spellcasters get up and keep casting the minor illusion cantrip to put on a show.
Yeah.
It works.
I love that idea so much.
It's the origin of the drive-in movie theaters.
It's like the old like the old puppet shows where there was like 3 or 4 people working the puppets, except it's casting minor illusion over and over.
Right. It's really awesome. You should go to see it in the Capitol when you're there again.
Well, I mean, I honestly, Rick, I don't have much experience outside of this village. I don't know if they necessarily need to identify themselves, but I mean, it just seems I don't know, just it doesn't set right that you arrest somebody without even knowing the full story. I don't know, Rick. I don't know. And we continue on, I guess, unless Rick's got more.
Yeah, it's just really gonna suck if. I mean, it's one thing. I don't know. My worry is like, what if she robbed a lord or something? Because we know there's no justice for poor people, not when rich people can buy it. Which means then we're gonna have to kill a shitload of watchers to free her. Then we're gonna have to go find the lord. We're gonna have to kill everybody in his home, find every one of his bloodline, kill every one of them, all of their pets, all of their friends and associates, just to make sure that everybody knows this isn't okay. I mean, that's a lot of killing, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess in this conversation, I guess I can play a little bit of devil's advocate and say that maybe she did do something, and maybe maybe she did steal from somebody. That's how she ended up with the marks. But once again, we don't know because we didn't get the whole story. I mean, maybe she does deserve this. We don't know.
You really
But
believe that, though?
well, the way that
I
she
mean,
presented herself to us, no, but that doesn't. But everybody has a past, Rick. We don't know what she did or didn't do. I mean, she could have did something and she could have changed her ways. And maybe we could have helped her to repent instead of having to go through all of that. But too late for any other options now. And going and killing everybody and their brother and their animals seems a little extreme.
maybe we don't have to kill their associates.
I don't know.
Where are you guys heading to?
Well, I know that the only place to stay here is the hostel. I was kind of hoping that Seekmet might actually give me, Rick, and Sheldon a spot for the night so that I can clear my head and figure out what I want to do.
Your cot's still there. Your friends can stay as long as the big one doesn't eat anything, and they'll have to sleep on the floor. I'm not providing beds for them.
I mean, that's fine. Me and Sheldon usually just sleep in a cuddle puddle.
Okay.
Cuddle puddle. Kids, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Apollo given.
Yeah. You're just old man that you're just mad that you don't have anyone to cuddle puddle with.
Yeah, well, you'll find out real quick what kind of cuddling gets done if I catch you snoring and waking me up in the middle of the night.
You heard him, Sheldon. To nudge you over to your side.
No funny business.
But you two, unless you had anything else you want to talk about on camera, we'll spend the evening in Keeks Matt's hut. Hot meal, warm space, if not warm bed to sleep in for the night. Did either of you have anything else before the next morning?
No, I know that I am exhausted and need some rest.
What about you, Jeremy?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Let's cut over to Cal and Saphira inside the hostel. Saphira, when you arrive, There's a pot of Everstew, and that's kind of like part of the deal there. Like, haul firewood, add something to the pot, keep it going, keep the area clean. There isn't anyone else staying here at the time. You guys have complete run of the place. It's kind of the end of the pilgrimage season before the bad weather really sets in a week or two. So yeah, the place is empty, but there is a pot of Everstew going. And all you have to do is grab a bowl, which Cal has already done and is sitting eating as you walk in.
How much is it so I can know what to mark on?
It's for
This
you to
entire
have to keep
building is
going.
free. You just have to do
Free.
the little bit of work to keep it clean and keep it running. So, like, if you want the place to stay warm through the night, you have to haul some firewood in. Clean it up when you're done before you leave. If you have some food stuff, drop it in the pot to add to the stew. That kind of stuff. That's your payment.
Gotcha.
Saphira would have walked in, seen Cal with his bowl of food, gone over to the Everstew, and thrown some food in it, and then, well, made herself a bowl and then throws some food in it to replace what she took.
Okay. Oh, before you guys get into it, I want to show you what Pam got me for Christmas.
Nice.
It's a Dungeon Master drink coaster
You put-
with a little spot for me to put my dice while I'm playing.
That's excellent.
Sorry, I thought it was cool.
Oh,
Wait,
that is
Wait,
awesome.
we didn't see it.
I didn't
realized
see it.
it was on
I didn't see it.
Discord.
Look up. Yeah, nice. Very cool.
But sorry, continue. Brad, Becca, your show.
And then I would have gone over and sat next to Cal and just said, well, that happened.
Yep. Cal's very nonchalant about it, just eating his food.
It sucks, but we had to do it.
That's
Is
what
it- It's a job.
we're paid to do.
It's just, she seemed really nice.
Is there any bottles of alcohol at all?
Nope. You could buy a half barrel from the market, though.
Technically, we already half barrels because we bought them when we bought the cold weather gear, I think.
Oh, okay.
They didn't come with cold weather gear.
You had to add it.
How
If
much
you-
was it? Because I forgot to.
2 gold.
It was 2 gold
2
apiece.
gold each, yep. And that's like a gallon and a half ish.
All right. Let's see. I'll buy 3 of them.
Okay.
Which was 6 off. So if there's a flagon around, obviously Cal would have poured himself one already, but he will pour one, kind of slam it down in front of Saphira and say, "Here, drink this. It fixes everything. You'll be all right."
I was like, well, first off, I don't think booze fixes everything, but thank you. And then she'd take a sip of it.
Well, with that attitude, it doesn't.
And then I would tell him that I'm still planning on going up the mountain for the pilgrimage. And that I'm going to stop at that healer's hut to see if I can help her. She did help us in the swamps. And no one deserves to just have injured wings. I would do the same for anybody who was in our charge as a criminal.
Well, she's not in our charge.
We were responsible for her.
Responsible for the arrest. Now she's with the Watchers.
But I feel like I owe her. She helped us in the Undying Marches.
Can you guys hear all this, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
think she's right. You should listen.
Shut up, Jade. You're not there right now. You're playing with my
You hear a
emotions.
whisper in the sky saying this.
in your ear.
Whisper on the wind.
Sorry.
But if we were traveling with someone that we had taken and arrested, I would not want them walking injured and wounded the whole trip. And if this is the only option for her to get her wings fixed, we don't know if there's another option anywhere else. So we see if we can get her, one, see if it's even possible. Two, if it is, bring it back down the mountain and have it shipped off to wherever she is if she's not still here.
Cal's gonna look up from his meal and just, why are you so dead set on this?
Because people matter. This is why we're doing all this in the first place.
Okay.
People matter.
What about whoever's the victim of whatever crime she committed?
Yeah, that's why we arrested her. So that
Okay.
they can get justice too, if that's what the court deems.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Probably not, no. If you-
We gotta check out the dire wolves anyways while we're up there. Fine. Saphira is giving a smile right now. You guys can't see it.
Cheeky, happy smirk.
With that, Cal's gonna finish his meal, finish his flagon, and he's gonna look at. I'm assuming it's almost sundown at this point.
It's getting there.
Cal's gonna tell Saphira that she should finish up and get some rest, and that he's gonna go to the blacksmith real quick, and he'll be back when he's done.
You want me to come with you?
No, you can come with me.
Okay. And then I'm gonna throw logs on the fire.
Okay.
And get a room.
It's like a bunkhouse, so there are no rooms. There's just like bunk beds.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'd find one with two close by, and I'd make it look like the other one's gonna have like saved for Cal.
Gotcha. Cal, you go to find. Really, it's the farrier, not a blacksmith. But you know where it is. You go over. There's nobody working the forge when you get there, although the forge is running. I mean, it's after business hours right now, so.
Cal will walk up and I'm assuming there's a door to the shop or something.
To the house, yeah.
Okay. He's gonna knock on the door.
Takes a minute or so, but the door opens. A half-orc individual opens it. A little scrawny for a half-orc, but well-defined muscles. Clearly a smith of some sort. Opens the door. Yeah.
Good evening. I'm looking for the owner of the forge over here.
That'd be me.
I was hoping that I might be able to use your forge for a bit. I have some items I need to make before I start heading up the mountain.
You ever use a forge before?
Time to time. Enough to get by.
You got all your own materials?
As far as I know.
Your own tools?
That's a good question. Stand by above table. I'm checking my inventory, make sure I still have them. Not sure if I even have them or not.
You do.
Yes, I do.
I will point out you don't have any scrap metal. I don't know if you were gonna.
So that would be my next. That would be my next thing I would ask him, is to say that I'm willing to pay him for the time at the forge and for scrap metal.
If you got all your own equipment, I ain't gonna charge you to use the forge. Just try not to be out too late. You know, I got kids inside, need to sleep. But yeah, I'll sell you back some of the scrap metal you all came and sold me earlier. How much do you need?
Oh shit! You and I above table have never discussed how much scrap metal would be needed
How many
for.
bullets are you trying to make?
Let me see how many I have. I definitely probably need to go get glasses.
It looks like you got 40 rounds.
40 plus or minus whatever I.
Inventory, so -5, so you're at 35 right now.
So I would try to make another 20.
Okay.
Maybe 40, depending on the cost.
It is.
And how long?
4 gold per 20 rounds. And it'll take you an hour for basic ammo.
Okay. So yeah, I would make 40 rounds, and then while I'm there, I would try to examine that one that I have. Should be in my bag somewhere.
Yeah, the experimental one.
Yeah, so I would try to examine it, make notes on it.
Okay.
Maybe try to replicate it if I don't even know if I have the materials to replicate it.
Okay. So you strike a deal with the farrier. Mark off the 4 gold. I already put the ammunition in. It's not going to take any check to make. It just takes the time.
Okay.
So you strike that deal and get to work. As far as examining that bullet while you're waiting for the metal to melt or whatever before you cast it, go ahead and make an investigation check. Beautiful. You with a 19.
I mean, I guess for the sake of argument, you can say that he's not deconstructing the bullet, but that's kind of what he's doing, right?
So
like, I'm not going to
that's what
destroy
I was just
it.
mentally deciding on, was whether or not that bullet gets destroyed in the process of you figuring out how to make it. But
Gotcha.
with a dirty 19, I will say you're able to keep it intact. What you note is there's like a pinhole at the tip, the point of the bullet, and that catches your eye, and you think it's weird because bullets don't have that. And you take one of your tinker's tools, it's like a paper clip kind of, and you kind of scrape inside of it, and a little powder comes out. And you scrape just enough out to be able to get a good look at it, and you take a sniff. And what you determine is, by some means, whether the bullet's cast a specific way or altered after it's cast, it then gets hollowed out and filled with sulfur and then resealed to cover the sulfur in the center. So when it hits, the impact sets off the sulfur, causing the extra fire damage.
By chance, is there any sulfur around the forge?
No. You didn't see any at the marketplace either.
Okay.
You walked around this place enough to kind of get the vibe that that's not something you're going to be able to find here.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's enough. I mean, I've already studied it enough. That's fine as long as I made the other 20 bullets or
No,
40 bullets.
You record it down in your little notebook. You're confident you could recreate it with a little trial and error. So yeah, you have a recipe for the experimental bullet.
Cool.
Which we're just gonna rename the fire bullet.
Nice.
Yep.
I
Aren't
will
those called
have to make
tracers?
sure-
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I'll have to make another note and just keep a track of what recipes I do have going.
Yeah, just on your notes tab, I'll put it in there right now. Recipes, fire bullets. You can just add to that every time you learn a new one.
All right. Cool. Well, that would be my spiel for the evening, and
So you'll spend an hour doing that, get your 40 bullets, and then back to bed.
yeah, back to. I don't think there's anything. I can't think of anything else that I need to do other than. Yeah.
Okay. Tukra, where were you gonna end up for the night?
Well, after I was done foraging, I'd sit under the tree for a while doing what I was doing, and I'd probably send out a little prayer to Sylvanus
Okay.
about, like, I don't know how to navigate this complex people situation that I now find myself in.
Roll a d100
I just do not
as you
have
finish your prayer.
87. I do not have the context for how to handle it. Let me see.
Roll it one more time. You're still a little mentally weakened from that sickness, which lets you kind of go into a delirium state.
That seems handy.
Yeah, until you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nah, I mean, sure. Trade-offs.
What else are you doing?
After that, when it started getting cold, I would head to the hostel. And I'm guessing I'd get there probably quite a bit later than everybody else has gone to bed. So I'd do some logs onto the fire. I ate while I was out foraging. So.
Okay. Beautiful. Jade, sitting in a jail cell. Anything from you for the evening?
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong.
She's just gonna cause
And these
a
are
ruckus
very
all night.
tight. These are
I
very
love that.
tight. Can anybody? Wait, am I still wearing handcuffs?
Yeah. No, they shackled you to the wall. So they left the manacles on and then ran a chain from the wall to your manacles. So not only can you not separate your hands, but you can't move away from the wall either. I mean, a little bit, but you can't like move around.
This is very inhumane and I'm very uncomfortable. Can anybody loosen these up? Please? I'll be quiet for the rest of the night.
They just kind of sit there, and one of them's like picking dirt out from under his fingernails with a dagger and just not paying attention to anything you have to say.
Where are you sitting there, playing with your fingers? This must be really boring, huh? Sitting here all day, doing nothing? Come on, let's chat.
Come on, let's chat.
They ignore you.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get off the little chains and the little handcuffs.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
And I'm going savage, even if it breaks my fucking fingers.
Oh. Okay, no, hold on. We're not gonna count that roll.
Done. 26.
Because you
What
changed
you
it.
got?
You said you were gonna go savage.
Okay.
I want you to roll again with advantage. But since you said you're gonna go savage on it, if you succeed, you're going to get a disability to your hands.
Okay, cool. I'm already half broken. It's cool. Let's go.
And it's worse than the first roll.
You struggle and struggle and struggle and do not get out of the handcuffs. They gave you the kitty-sized ones.
Of course they did. The stupid thing. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
At some point through the night, not when you ask for it, but at some point through the night, they do slide a bowl of slop. And I mean, it's like basically just gravy with bread into the cage that you're in. Just close enough for you to be able to pick it up.
Thank you. I'll share my bread if anybody wants some.
As you say that, one of the other guards comes in and they have like a nice steak dinner with potatoes and vegetables. And they all sit
I'm
down.
gonna look at him and say, don't forget where you came from. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Anyways.
You don't want the bread?
Besides heckling the guards all night, is there anything else you want to try and do?
No, not right now.
Okay. So we're going to stop you there, because you could just heckle forever.
Oh yeah, it could be 11 o'clock and we'll be here. Yep.
Everyone is inside for the night. It is warm. It is safe. Everybody gets a long rest. Make sure. Okay. So make sure you guys are fully healed. Or, yeah, fully healed. Got all your spell slots back. All that fun stuff. But the morning comes around. You all kind of get up with the sun, have breakfast, and towards the tail end of your meals, which for some unknown narrative reason just all happens to be about the same time, you start hearing voices from outside your respective buildings. And the voices like get close to the building and then move past it, all heading towards the southeast side of town. Like people are moving in that direction. Somebody knocks on the door to the Watcher's hut, the Watcher's post, and one of the Watchers goes over and answers it, and you hear somebody state, "There's been a murder, come quick." And that one Watcher turns to the other two and says, "Stay with the prisoner. I'll go look into it." And that one Watcher leaves. But with the ruckus going about, everybody but Jade, what are you doing?
No, go ahead.
I guess I'm coming out of the building, heading towards the commotion.
Yeah, you come out, you see people running off kind of towards Ikro's hut. In that direction. So you're following Rick?
Yeah, me and Sheldon will go. See what's up.
Cal, Saphira, Tukra?
We're all gonna follow, but I would like to retcon that while Cal was out doing his smithing last night, I would have written my character witness for Jade.
Okay.
To get ready to send off.
Yep,
with them.
You've got that written up. So.
Cool.
I will
all right.
also follow.
Yeah, then I would go.
What'd you say, Katie?
I said I would also go.
Okay. Yeah, the five of you run off, following the crowd. Pretty much the entire town has gathered up around Ikro's hut. As you arrive, Elder Brab is standing there talking to the watcher in hushed voices. As their conversation kind of comes to a pause mark, Elder Brab notices the five of you and waves for you to approach.
I approach.
I approach.
Same.
You all kind of step up and huddle in. Elder Brab in a hushed voice so that the town folk don't hear us. Ikro has been murdered. We don't know. Nobody saw anything. Nobody heard anything. Somebody came to bring her food this morning and discovered what is inside. And well,
Wait, Ikro, the old lady?
Yep.
Yeah.
While the Watchers do handle this sort of thing, typically, some more experienced eyes might not be a bad thing, especially considering it might have been somebody in the village.
I mean, we were here yesterday obtaining some information from her about some health potions. She was alive when we left.
Well, perhaps having been here last evening, you could take a look and see if anything's out of place, unusual. Maybe it'll be a clue. I'm not asking you to solve the murder, but if you wouldn't mind looking, and if you want to try and solve the murder, it'd be much appreciated.
Okay.
Take your time. I'll keep the villagers out. Have your look. And he steps to the side to allow you access to the hut. Is anybody not going in?
I think we all are.
Me and Sheldon are going to look for tracks around the hut.
Okay. Everybody else is going in?
Yeah.
Hold on. Don't just be rolling random dice. I got things set up for that.
I was rolling perception to check the outside first. I was preemptively jumping the gun. I wanted to roll dice.
Survival for tracking.
Okay. If checking outside the hut, yes, a survival check. Tukra, were you checking for tracks and stuff?
I suppose I can.
Go ahead and do a survival check then. So Rick, Tukra, and Saphira, you all look around the hut first, and nothing seems out of place. There are some footprints. Some of them are your guys' footprints from the day before. Just the one track in, the one track out. And then 2 additional sets. One seemingly matching Elder Brab, and the other one presumably the villager that brought Ikro her food that morning. But there are no other footprints. Rick, you said you were going to stay out and keep looking, so the other 4 of you head into the hut. As you enter, you... There it is. You didn't scroll up fine enough, sorry. You immediately see Ikro's body splayed out in a somewhat ritualistic manner in the center of her hut, where she was sitting meditating the night before. As you do your initial scan around the room, any artifacts or herbs she had hanging are all destroyed. Any storage containers are smashed. It looks like the place was ransacked. It's very clearly some sort of ritualistic murder. She's laying on her back, arms and legs spread out. Big cut mark from stem to stern down her abdomen. And on the far wall, painted in blood, or smeared in blood rather, is an image. And as you all look at this image, I need Becca to jump over into the Curse of Strahd chat. Please,
Okay.
and thank you.
I will walk into the other room.
And I will be right back with the rest of you.
Welcome back.
That was a quick one. Just give them just a second.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Jeremy and Mike over there plotting against me. I know you guys.
I just hope your next character's a little more group-minded.
Becca, I am going to send you a copy of that for note-taking purposes, by the way.
Cool. Thank you.
So yeah, you guys are in the hut. It's clearly some sort of ritualistic murder scene. What do you want to do?
Well, my main purpose for coming in was to, since I was there last night and I was investigating, I assume I would notice anything out of place, which doesn't take an investigation check to see that everything is out of place because it's been ransacked.
Everything is out of place. However, if anybody wants to look around the hut for anything distinct, you may make a investigation check. If you want to investigate the eye smeared in blood on the far wall, you may make a history check.
Do I get any bonuses for doing the investigation check from before and knowing things?
So you do get bonuses. It is dependent on if you're proficient. It changes the DC and makes it easier.
Okay.
I've got that built into my little sheet here.
Okay.
Cal, did you burn your inspiration on your investigation check and then roll a nat one?
I sure the fuck did.
Okay.
It's all right. I'll go to sleep here again eventually.
All right. So let's go down the list, starting Tukra with a 19 on investigation. You come from the part of the world where ritualistic sacrifices are a thing. While your family didn't partake in them, you have seen them. So you look around the hut and you look at her and you're like 99.99 repeating % sure there is nothing ritualistic about this. This is chaos of rage and passion, and her body positioning is incidental. And you're the only person that notices that. Did anyone else want to roll a history check?
Rolled one for 12. Not that that's going to do me much good.
You can all roll both of the rolls if you want. I am okay with that. That 4 still carries over Tukra. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, once you cast it, it lasts for a minute. So I guess you do need to re-roll. You rolled a 4 again, anyways. So Tukra, you notice that about the body. Neither of you are proficient. As the two of you look at the rune on the wall, well, as all of you look at the rune on the wall, you don't know what it means. You don't know where it's from. But you know that runes above a murder site typically mean something real ritualistic. That's as far as you can go with it.
Cal's at a loss right now.
Saphira, were you going to roll any checks?
Sure.
I'll
roll, yeah.
Just click it.
And a history check, if you wish. That makes
Okay, but
sense.
this checks out, though. Totally checks out.
Let's see if this one checks out. Nat wood. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Okay. It's alright, I gotta type out a whisper.
I guess as everybody's looking at stuff, I'd sort of go, and I'd point at the rune and go, that seems to be a ritual, part of a ritual. And then I'd point at Ikro's body and shake my head and say, but this is not.
This is not.
No, this is not a ritual killing.
Why would somebody put a ritual symbol up? But
Well, it's a mark used by paladins during the Temporal Crusade to warn demons and wrongdoers that an oath of vengeance was placed against them and their followers. So, I guess you could say that's more of a declaration of war than anything.
declaration of war on a cleric? That seems.
I mean, if not a cleric or someone else who was meant to find this. Someone in town, maybe? Honestly, the symbol's like pulling something to my mind, but I can't fully grasp it.
Jeremy, while they're talking, go ahead and do another survival check as you continue looking outside. With a 15, you'll kind of search outwards from the hut, as one does. And when you get over to here, there are very clearly footprints that came over the wall, took like a step before disappearing or being obscured. And then there's a footprint back up against the wall before they went back over.
I will go stick my head in the door and just say I found some tracks coming in and out of the fence. I'm gonna go look outside the fence to see where they came from. and then I will go make my way outside the fence.
You going out through the main gate, or are you going over the fence?
How tall's the fence?
10 feet, 15 feet.
Yeah, I'll just go around.
Okay.
You know what? I'd ask if you wanted help.
Oh, sure.
I'd go with
Okay.
and give them guidance.
So you guys work your way outside the fence. Go ahead and make a round of survival checks. And you said you're giving him guidance this time around, Katie?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll roll the d4 and it'll get added to whatever he rolls.
Oof.
Okay.
It's okay. You rolled a 15 first, plus 3 for an 18. Cal and Saphira, are you going with, or are you still in the hut?
I think we're going with, because I think we basically saw everything we needed to in the hut.
Okay.
I didn't see shit.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll follow. I rolled the survival checks for both of us.
Kilron, you gonna stay in the hut, or are you gonna go with? Since it's just you in there now.
Yeah, if everybody else is
Okay.
going, I'm gonna follow.
All right, too easy. You all get outside the fence. You get over around near Icarus High. It doesn't take hardly anything of a roll to find the footprints on this side of the wall. And the footprints, both to and from, came from the forest. I will say, Cal, with your nat 20, you can determine that these footsteps, while humanoid, so likely coming from a human or something with human-shaped feet, is very heavy.
Okay, sorry, I just got back from the bathroom. So found humanoid ship footprints outside the hut leading toward this forest, and they appeared to be very heavy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The footprints are smaller, though. Like, they're indicative of a female. Just generally smaller feet. But they're very deep set, indicating a large amount of weight.
And we're sure that Jade is still locked up and not carrying explosives.
As far as you know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So make sure she's not.
You woke up, ate breakfast, and now you're here. So you'd have to ask questions or go check.
Note to self: we need to make sure that Jade has explosives at all times.
Well, you know, I don't want her to exact revenge on the person she came out of the hut from, you know.
Why would Jade's footprints be, or why would they be heavy?
Because she's carrying explosives.
Yeah, but the ones going back into the forest are heavy. Did she pick up an extra set when she was in there?
Oh.
So for the sake of argument, Cal would definitely pass that information along to the group that they appeared to be heavier and smaller, almost female-esque.
Got you.
Just for the sake of argument.
Those of us who know Jade and trust her know that she would never blow up some innocent, freaky old lady with flat tits and a mohawk.
That we know of.
I don't know her.
She had dreadlocks, not a mohawk. She was doing the mohawk thing to Jade's wings to feel them because she was blind.
Oh, right. That's where it came from. Okay.
That really bonds you to a person. There's no way that
I would never. I can't even believe that we're having all these conversations right now.
I love that you did that as you sent over a winky gif in the chat.
I would never do that.
I mean, if
Not
we have
her.
footprints, Cal would start following them.
Yeah, if he's following footprints, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Because it's somebody hurt Ikra, so I want to know who, why.
You would see Saf throw some hand symbols at Cal, and then I'll whisper to Brad what it is.
Side.
Autos locos for life, Holmes.
See, I told you they were dirty cops throwing up gang
Yeah.
signs and shit.
Yeah.
Tukra.
Yeah, I'll amble along behind him, thinking to myself, boy, I sure am glad I don't have a specific goal in mind, because this being away from home thing sure is
I mean, to be
all
fair,
over the place.
you do have a specific goal.
I do, but it's not I guess it's not a geographic or
Yeah.
time based.
Yours is a spiritual goal.
Yeah.
To
I don't know where I'll
attain
find it.
the
So
level of enlightenment you need to go home.
Mhm. Footprints in the wood. Might as well.
Hey, there's
Maybe
nature
there's
involved at
the
least.
answer
Who
at the
knows?
end of yeah.
Yeah, so you guys all start traipsing into the woods. Go ahead with survival checks to follow the tracks.
So, DM, before we get to the wood's edge, Cal would stop as everybody kept going forward and have a talk with Saphira.
Okay.
So, you still want a survival?
Yeah,
From
because
us, or-
you're still going to follow the tracks. So this will determine how well you can follow them.
Do you want me to,
Oh, I can.
do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, go for it.
But yeah, you get to the edge of the trees, which is, a good 50 feet from the fort wall. And we'll say that's when Cal stops and starts talking to Saphira.
I'm also going to use, I think it's a character feat. It's Awakened Mind.
Okay.
I'll use that on Cal.
Okay. So
Or is it
as
class
long as-
warlock thing.
Yeah, as long as you're within 30 feet, you and Cal can communicate telepathically with each other.
I think it's
nope.
farther than that.
When you start it, you have to be within 30 feet. Once it's
30 feet.
in, you
Gotcha.
have up to a mile. Number of miles
Yeah, 'cause-
equal to your charisma modifier, so you have 5 miles. As long as you're
Okay.
within
And
5
it lasts
miles.
for 3 minutes, I think, right?
Number of minutes equal to your warlock level. So right now, 3
So 3
minutes.
minutes.
Okay,
Okay. Cool.
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 So are you going to have that conversation telepathically and keep walking, or are you still going to stop and talk?
Nope, we're going to do it telepathically, keep walking. So that way it doesn't really look like anything's happening with the group.
Okay.
Cool
So
about that.
you guys keep walking. I'm going to put... Actually, I'm not going to put those on you guys because 3 minutes is like nothing. But that will give you guys a chance to do that. So you guys walk, and you are following the tracks. No real issues following them at all. They lead east for a little while, and then turn north. Both the tracks coming into town and the tracks leaving town. It's like this person followed the exact same path both ways. Around noontime, you're kind of coming up on the base of a mountain. Not the Sky Touch mountain, but like one of the first mountains on the edge. The tracks are still strong. You're still following them. And you're just kind of... You stop for a second. It's like, man, we've been walking a long time. Like, this person's been going. And as you're standing there, just starting a conversation of, do we want to keep going, or do we want to take a beat? A whistling noise comes out of the air. and a javelin flies and lands in Saphira's shoulder. Saphira cries out in pain. That's 8 points of piercing damage. You guys all look at the direction the javelin came from. Standing on a cliff about 200 feet away is a dark-skinned, heavy plate-mailed female. And as she's standing there, the javelin rips out of Saphira's shoulder and flies back into this female's hand. She calls out, "I knew she'd send you. Come to your doom." And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
All right, I'm calling dibs on that fucking javelin.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you, Bubba.
Not if I get it first.
Yeah, that's tonight's session.
It goes by too fast.
I know.
Time flies when you're having fun.
All right. Well, thanks anybody who came to watch the stream and watches it after the fact. We appreciate you, and we will see you back here next week for more Times Reach.